to show you how you can get enrolled into the Math 125 WebAssign course. So from some sort of a browser, whether it's on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, computer, I want you to go to webassign.net. And you should see a screen that looks just like this. When you do, I want you up here to click Enter Class Key. In this first box, you're going to put all lowercase Radford. In this second box, you're going to put the numbers 5071. And in this third box, you're going to put the numbers 9275. So again, all lowercase Radford, 5071, 9275, and click Enroll. And then here you should see the name of our course, Math 125 Online, my name, and Radford University. If you don't, go back and make sure that you entered those numbers in Radford all in lowercase and entered it all correctly. And if you do, go ahead and click Yes, this is my class. Now, if you have already taken Math 125 or Math 126 here at Radford University, and you've already purchased an access code for the Harshberger textbook, then go ahead right here and log in with your username and password that you used in that previous course. Or if you have already this semester purchased Cengage Unlimited and you've already created a WebAssign course, or if you last semester purchased a year of Cengage Unlimited and you've already created an account, go ahead and log in here. If you are new to Cengage and you're new to WebAssign, then go ahead here and click Create an Account. When you create an account, you need to use your @radford.edu email address. Don't use your Gmail or your Hotmail or your Yahoo or anything like that. Use your @radford.edu. Put in your first name, last name. You can skip the ID if you want. Your birth year, whether or not you want to receive offers and discounts from Cengage, and then create a password that isn't easily guessed. And then make sure that you read these terms of use and privacy policy, and then go ahead and create an account. Once you've created an account, then you can go and log in. So you can go back to, if you need to, webassign.net and come right here and click Login, and then log in with that username, which is your email address, and the password that you created, and then you should see something that looks about like this. Now, if everybody gets a free 2-week trial, if you've already purchased a code, then you will see that somewhere on the screen, and they don't give me the access to do this since I'm an instructor and I'm already paid for this, but you will see that it's prompting you for payment. It says that you're on a 2-week trial, and if you click somewhere on there, it'll say where you can enter your code. When you enter your code, number one, you need to make sure that you enter it exactly as it is. And it'll say something like Cengage dash like RMY and then a bunch of letters and numbers to follow. Make sure you enter it. It is case sensitive and it does need those dashes. So once you're here at home, you can see your current class, Math 125 section online, Spring 2020, and go ahead and click that and hit go. And now you are enrolled into my Math 125 WebAssign class. If you look here, you can see these are all your homework assignments that you have for me. These go along with the videos that I've created for all these different sections throughout the course here. And these are all the due dates. This first one here, I did not create this assignment for you. This came with WebAssign, and it's just a way of trying to show you how you can use the functionality of the tools and stuff. So that is something WebAssign has created, but all the rest, if it's this Harshberger and all this here, I have created. On each one of these, when you open them up, you have 100 attempts at each of the problems. So if you go through and you're like, hey, I'm going to solve this problem right now, write the answer without using exponents. So you're going to take -2 to the 7th power, and you're like, oh, I know what that answer is. It's 64. And you submit an answer, it's going to tell you right away whether or not you're right or wrong. And if you're wrong, then you go, okay, you get another chance. If you are unsure what you're doing, you can always click this, which is practice another version. They give you another version very similar to the one that you are, and you can try that at no penalty. You can make them show you the answer. So you can say, okay, I think this answer is 32, and then hit grade this. And it's saying, nope, you're still wrong. And then you realize, oh, I meant to put a negative there. Grade this, and there it is correct. And it'll give you a green check mark for each one that is correct. You can always try again, and they'll give you another one. This is a great resource for extra practice problems if you're getting ready before a quiz or a test. So you can go through on each one of these. You can submit your answer. You can say, okay, I think that this answer is 64. So then you submit your answer, and it says, nope, you're wrong. So then when you click here again, you can do practice another version. And then you go, oh, I'm supposed to put this in with exponents. I get it. So you're going to say 8, and then you'll come over here and click this to get that exponent. 8 to the 4th power, and then you can say, okay, submit answer, and again, it's going to tell me that I'm wrong, and so here, you can do a read it. If you click on read it, this will open you up to the textbook of where we're going through. You will all need to update your Flash player if you see this screen. If you are unable to do that on your own, go over to the help desk or call 831-7500. Or go over to the first floor of Walker Hall and they will be able to get this for you. Or there's another wonderful thing called a watch it, which a lot of students really like the watch it. Again, you need that Flash player for this. I don't know if it's or you can make it allow at once. And this is a little video that goes over exactly how to solve a problem just like the one you're trying to work on. So he gives you the problem, he explains it, he writes it out for you, and then he shows you the answer. And so then you can go back and try that problem again. So you can go through and individually solve each and every one of these problems. Students get very confused down here where it says submit assignment. That's for people that only get like 1 or 2 submits. You get 100 submits, most people won't exhaust those, so you can submit the whole assignment. I urge you to be careful doing that because it might mark the ones you didn't do wrong and take away one of those submits. So what I strongly suggest you do is just kind of go through and do them one at a time. So that's where your homework is. So now we can come back here to this. There's all your homework problems there. Now if you come over here onto the right-hand side, here is your electronic copy of the textbook. So again, you might have to do this whole Flash thing. I don't know if it's going to allow me to do it without, nope, I'm going to need to install it. So again, I'm going to have to go to the help desk and have them install it since this is a campus computer. They don't allow me to do it myself. But the book will be up here. It'll be very clickable. So you should be able to do that with no problems once you have that installed. You'll easily be able to get into different sections of the textbook. Think of your old math textbooks. You would do odd problems, check your answer in the back of the book, and you can just kind of click those, and it'll show you what the answer is. Some other nice resources down here under resources for your textbook. Let's say you're working on chapter 0s down here, by the way, and say we're kind of struggling with 0.6. They made their own lecture video, so this is just another resource that you have to be able to help you with some of the problems that you're working on. Or if my video didn't make sense, there's a bunch of videos here. They have them in chapter 1 as well. So if you need some extra help with functions, there's some videos here. And there's different videos, how to graph a linear function or to use function notation. And you just click on that. The videos are about 2 or 3 minutes long. A lot of stuff is already written here for you. And you can go ahead and use those as a nice extra resource as well. There's also on here some other resources that you have is your personal study plan. This is, again, chapter 0s down here, where you can kind of quiz yourself before you're going to be ready to take an actual quiz from me. So if you wanted to practice integral exponents, you can go ahead and do your practice quiz here. And as you're going through, it'll tell you if you're right or wrong. So if you're like, hey, I think this answer is 27. I think this answer is 64. And this one is XYZ. And this one is Y to the 5th. And then this one is Y to the 8th. And clearly I'm making these answers up. And this is A, B, C. And you go through and you do all these problems and then you go submit all questions, it'll go through and it'll mark it right or wrong for you, which of course I got all of these wrong. And then you can click this tutorial and that'll help you go through those problems. So this is another really great resource that WebAssign built into their program for you. Just keep in mind, I pick and choose some of the things from each section that I think is important. WebAssign kind of covers it all on these quizzes, so there might be something on this quiz that doesn't reflect something we've talked about. So just keep that in mind as you're going through. So that's what WebAssign looks like. And so it's a really nice program. And of course, if you have any questions on it, or you need help with that Flash player or anything like that, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Eventually, once a homework assignment is past due, you will see a button here that'll say View Past Assignments. And that's where you'll go on and you'll click a past assignment. And if you want, you can request an extension. As I discussed with the syllabus video, you can request an extension for up to 2 weeks after the original due date. So our first homework assignment is due on January 29th. So you have until February 6th to request an extension. And all extensions are penalized at 50%. But any problem that already has a green check mark, just don't fix that and you get 100% for that. But you can go back and fix any that have a red X or don't have a green check mark or a red X at 50% for up to 2 weeks after that original due date. After that, the grade is set. Now, while I have your attention, a couple other things that I want to show you. If you go to learn.radford.edu or you go to the MyRU portal and you log in using your RU username and password. Oh, of course. Of course this is happening. So let's see if I can get this to work here. And so once you're in here, and you come to your course, which is Math 125, yours will look like this. Let me see if I can open the student view. Here, and so under here, your course information, this is where all these videos are posted. That's about the information that I'm going through. Here are lecture notes and lecture videos and blank notes. So if you open this, and I highly recommend that you print these, here are the blank, fill in the blank notes that go over the lesson with you. And then when you come back here and you watch or open this video goes through, this is my lesson for you, and it explains all those concepts I was going over in those blank notes, and you can very easily fill in the blank notes. And then if you come back here to the table of contents, after you've watched the video and you kind of work through those practice problems through that video, come down here to exercise and video solutions. And these are all the exercises. So these are some problems that I'm like, all right, after you've watched the video, you should be able to solve these problems on your own. And then once you've solved them on your own and you've gone through them, you can come and click the next one under here, and here's a video that goes over the solutions for you. And that's pretty much how the course is going to run. When the time gets closer, we'll talk more about taking your quizzes and tests. So please, again, if you have any questions and you want to reach out to me, feel free to send me an email and I will get back to you. Okay? I look forward to working with you this semester.